driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
And so it goes. What is the meaning of "and so it goes"?
According to Quora, "and so it goes" is a phrase used.
All right. Morning. Yeah, I don't know. I am not feeling well, so I'm sick. After the 3 o'clock meeting yesterday, I went to go wind down. I laid down and I slept until 9 this morning. So, yes, no. Okay, you got some love. Can you leave me alone for a little bit, please? I hope everybody is having a good Tuesday. Good Tuesday. I'm gonna kind of look at some things while we're waiting so people show up. I don't have much to say. In fact, Dion's gonna be keeping his mouth shut. No, this is a good one. Yeah. See, woo, well, that's all that matters. I know what the date is. I know today's date. It's the 9th because my computer says so. My computer says it's the 9th. I don't know, man. This is gonna be. I'll do my best. I'll do my best at it. Hopefully, we have some people show up. If I keep zeroing out, getting low numbers like that, I may not. But actually, that's not true. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be figuring out how I can get more people here. And I'll explain all that. Sawyer, can you leave me alone, please? Okay? I've asked you twice to leave me alone. I don't want to ask you a third time. Go. Go. Move along. Leave me alone. Okay. When I'm sick, I don't like making these. You know how it is. You just feel overwhelmed when you're not feeling well. I'm only kind of sick. I'm not like on my deathbed or anything. So I'm nasally. You can probably hear it in my voice. My voice is starting to go. So better save it for the good stuff, right? Okay. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. I'm your host of the Daily Trudge. If you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch, we have rewatchers. In fact, maybe I'll get people buttons that say, I am a rewatcher. I'm the Daily Trudge rewatcher. Yeah. So, this is not from a reading. It's not. Let's talk about this. It's a saying. Let's talk about the saying and we'll get into it. A phrase used to express resignation or acceptance when something continues to happen repeatedly or persistently, often despite efforts to change it. I'm tired of trying to change it. I'm tired of trying to give us what it is that we need. And so it goes. I didn't see the eclipse. I was in a meeting with normies who didn't understand a fucking thing I said, so I missed it. But I saw it in the 70s, so I didn't miss out. I'm old. That is the first time the eclipse has happened in my lifetime. So I'm glad a lot of people got to experience that. Seemed like it was a spiritual experience for a lot of people. Fuck. Okay. Um, and then of course there's the song by Billy Joel called "And So It Goes," which is where I got this from, but I knew what it meant. Do we have some tummy stuff? You're awesome, baby. I love
That's
you.
all I've got, though.
Okay. Well, Zofran, I need it right now because my tummy is like, this is a miracle drug. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to accept the outcome of what's going to happen. And for those of you that have been following me, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, I have enough information now. I have enough things that have been given to me where, you know, I'd rather do it alone than with people who misunderstand me. If that makes sense, right? And I love people with servants' hearts. I really do. But there's parts that they can't see. And, you know, yesterday I was a little pissed because it doesn't matter. And so it goes. So it goes, man. So if I seem more aloof, it is because I'm at a point where I have to be at a point where I don't give a fuck. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, but I have to not give a fuck now. Because this shit's killing me. It's keeping me in depression. It's keeping me in other bullshit. And this isn't fair. I know I seem to go through this often, but this is it. Okay. So we got some cool things that are coming up. We're going to focus on those. And I really don't give a fuck what everybody else is doing. God has given me a calling. And I'm going to keep moving forward on that calling. But I'm just going to go put the proof in the pudding first. I'm already showing it works, right? People are showing up to our meetings. Gosh, I wish I had a backup for a day like today. But there isn't anybody else to set up the meeting. It's only me. And don't put yourself in that situation. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that isn't anybody's fault in the meeting. I just haven't had time to teach somebody how to set it up. It's actually pretty easy, but you got to be at the church. So the thing is I'll probably make it to the meeting. But I want to get everybody else sick. Oh no, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and do today's daily reflection. You know, the people that matter will already know what I'm doing. Right? The people that matter. So I'm going to go to As Bill Sees It, page 134. Oh, what was it? It was the other day. Oh, the AA way of life is As Bill Sees It. So you know. AA way of life is the old name for As Bill Sees It. I tried to look for that book. It's like, I'm like, $200, no PDF. And then I saw it says, did you mean that? And I'm like, oh, it's the same book. It's the same book. Okay. Still learning. I don't care if it's small or what. 134 is where we're going to go. Oh, that Zofran's already working on my tummy. That helps a lot. There's nothing like doing this, wondering if you're going to throw up. I don't like missing days, so the individual's right. And that's what I love about it. So, you know, see, I can't get people to understand. Yesterday when I was talking to them, and I think this part kind of got through to them because I was trying to figure out, how can I get them to see this? Because I was getting kind of mad at them. The way I saw it was they're getting paid and they have no right to bring up their emotions. That's the way I saw it. Then don't get paid, and then you can bring up your emotions like me. Okay? The shit is earned. Okay? So, but when I was talking to him, I said, you know what? You tend to think I don't believe in recovery pathways because I tout AA a lot. Okay? I said, there's celebrate recovery. There's smart recovery. There's Wellbriety. Wellbriety is fantastic. I do. I like Wellbriety. Um, and I said, did you know that's a spin-off from this? Every single one of those programs. Yes. Did you know in here you can have thousands of multiples of ways of recovery? You didn't know. They didn't know that. But they were too busy upset at the fact that I called them out. Okay. And if this is the way I see it, one alcoholic working with another, if we can't agree with that, then you can just head that way. Because I'm not going to fucking argue with you anymore. I'm not going to try and convince you. Go fucking educate yourself. I'm done with it. Okay. Except for that doesn't include my friends, but you guys know that well enough by now. We believe there isn't a fellowship on earth which devotes more care to its individual members. Surely there is none which more jealously guards the individual's right to think, talk, and act as he wishes. No AA can compel another to do anything. No one can be punished or expelled. Okay? You cannot kick people out of a meeting. I'm going to tell you something. They'll kick themselves out, man. I watched it all. I've been watching it for the last 2 fucking weeks. People complain about other people. Then go over there. I don't want to hear it. Well, I'm not coming back to your group. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just won't be able to sleep tonight now. Okay. I've been called a lot of names in the last few weeks. And I'm just trying to help grow stuff. So you know what? I ain't gonna do it no more. If that's how I'm gonna get treated, it ain't gonna happen. Okay. Oh, that Zofran helped. Our 12 steps to recovery are suggestions. The 12 traditions which guarantee AA's unity contain not a single don't. They repeatedly say we ought, but never you must. Yeah. Why? Because we can't tell you what to do. I can suggest things. I can bring up my experience, but I am not going to stand there and stop you from leaving your house to go to the liquor store. It is not going to happen. I do not give my sponsees homework in the very beginning. They're learning something. They're learning. And I'm not hiding it. They're learning delayed gratification. Though it is traditional that our fellowship may not coerce anyone, let us not suppose even for an instant that we are not under constraint. Indeed, we are under enormous coercion, the kind that comes from in bottles. Our former tyrant, King Alcohol, always stands ready to begin and ready again to clutch us to him. Therefore, freedom from alcohol is a great must that has to be achieved, else we go mad or die. So there is a must, and we got to be free from alcohol. So the must there is in order to have recovery. Sawyer, we just talked about this 10 minutes ago. Get out. I know I may seem mean to him, but he slept with me for 12 hours, okay? So he got plenty of dad time. Yeah, he has to learn delayed gratification. That's his problem. When drinking, I lived in spiritual, emotional, and sometimes physical confinement. I had constructed my prison with bars of self-will and self-indulgence, from which I could not escape. Occasionally, dry spells that seemed to promise freedom would turn out to be little more than hopes of a reprieve. True escape required a willingness to follow whatever right actions were needed to turn the lock. Be careful, please. You do the same, thank you. With that willingness and action, both the lock and the bars themselves opened up for me. Continued willingness and action keep me free in a kind of extended daily probation that never need end. Yay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a